Good morning, guys. We have a watch list for today. This is Tuesday, March 5th, 2019. Like I had again for the previous video we just put up, just a bloodbath yesterday in the market. It gave us a lot of opportunities to the downside. It sets up some nice plays for today. Obviously, we need to be cautious because we had a nice bounce, obviously off SPY in the 277 level. Pre-market seen some action to the upside, so a lot of these plays to the downside today, continuations. Just got to be careful if obviously you found a lot of these stocks sold off yesterday because the market sold off. So today's going to be one of those days where there could be still a lot of opportunity to the downside, but at the end of the day, you still got to keep your stops very, very close and be diligent with those. That being said, we're going to start off the watch list with Z. This is one of those stocks that had a gap up last week and just found resistance on the 25th and started its slow fade down. It's looking like it's going to continue to fade to the downside at least for a couple of days. We'll see how the rest of the week pans out, but this is definitely on watch if VWAP holds. This can be a nice little easy low risk high reward trade to the downside today. We also have VSM up next. This is something that gapped up on the 27th. It found resistance at mid 49s. Again, this is one of those things. Did it sell off yesterday because of the market? It's possible. There's a lot of room for it to kind of fill that gap that it kind of gapped up on. But on the daily, you see on the right hand side that it had a little bit of a kind of a wall, so to speak, kind of a ceiling, excuse me, that it ran into. So we'll see if that level holds. It's been trading sideways since the gap up, but at the end of the day, that we'll see what's going to happen to the downside today. Next, TNDM. Again, this is one of those that found resistance on the first, and obviously sold off hard yesterday. Again, there's still a lot of room to play with today, so we'll keep that on our list. See if VWAP holds for the stuff. HZNP is another one of the gap ups that happened last week, fading out, setting up lower highs and lower lows. We'll see what happens today. Another one I'll watch. GWRE got slaughtered yesterday, as you can see. Pulled back to VWAP at the end of the day. Let's see if VWAP holds today for continuation day 2. Etsy, ETSY, had that gap up last week, found resistance obviously yesterday morning, and sold off with the rest of the market. Again, pulled back midday. VWAP held it. Let's see what happens going on to today. We have DVA. DVA gap down yesterday with the market, obviously, and then they try to gain a little traction in the morning. Market makers played a little cat and mouse above VWAP, and it's sold it off. So a lot of guys probably got caught in a lot of bottom feeders got caught trying to catch the bottom, and you see what happened. So came to the end of the day, VWAP stuffed it out. See if it continues for day 2. DDS, this thing's just been getting slaughtered since last week. It found resistance at 82 and just hasn't looked back, setting lower highs and lower lows all week. Yesterday, the day before, I anticipate today it's probably going to fill this gap sometime this week. We'll see what happens, but it's looking like it may find some kind of support midway through this gap, but I think eventually it's going to fill this gap sometime maybe in this week or next week. Last but not least, Boom. Boom got not too much yesterday, only down a point, but you can see that it's making that curl lower high, lower low to the downside, so it's another one to keep on watch. So anyway, guys, we have a big watch list today going into the market. We'll see what's going to happen, obviously, with SPY, what kind of reaction. We're going to have more pullbacks, or it's going to try to creep up more to that resistance that it was having a little bit of an issue last week. So stay safe, trade safely. Again, guys, if you would like to know more where to put on a profitable trade with these charts and others, we invite you to take our 90-day course to become a consistently profitable trader. To start, simply click the link in the description below. Trade safe, guys.